It's August the 16th, 2021. I'd like to call to order and welcome everybody to the commission meeting of the Limestone County Commission. Ellen, do we have any public comment?
We do not.
Ellen, would you please call roll?
Oh.
You can let your zeal run ahead of your knowledge.
I sure did, doggone it.
Commissioner Samet,
Here.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Here.
Commissioner Black,
Here.
Commissioner Townsend.
You pull one of them Jerry
I was
Clowns.
ready to do the pledge.
I'm going to get Mr. Ron Webster to do the pledge and lead us in our pledge, please, sir.
Y'all join me. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Webster. Yeah, you need to let your zeal run ahead of your knowledge.
I'm so excited.
Well, all righty. First on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from August the 2nd of 2021. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Salmon. I had a second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion with the minutes? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $2,122,286.24. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion with it? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend,
Aye.
Commissioner Samet,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Do we have any conflicts of interest or anything coming from the commission today? Everybody's silent, so I'll take that as a no. First on here, we have resolution orders. We have none. Second is contracts, agreements, and grants. First thing under contracts, agreements, and grants, I'll ask for a motion to approve Digital Information Cooperative Agreement with the Alabama Department of Transportation for a FHYA grant in the amount of $10,000 to be applied toward the completion of the 2021 photography and mapping project, which would be $8,000 ALDOT's and 2,000 counties part. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Samet, second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion with it? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here will be second part of it will be to approve the following TARCOG grants. Part A is senior RX contract in the amount of $20,848, and the second part will be aging contract in the amount of $129,530. And both contracts will start October the 1st of 2021 and go through September the 30th of 2022. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Samet. Any discussion with either one of them? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Samet,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Third on here will be, I'll ask for a motion to approve the following Senior Community Service Employment Program host agency agreement with TARCOG, which will be, Part C will be Alabama Department of Senior Services, and Part D will be the Senior Workforce Inclusion. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Samet,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no budget revisions, no emergency purchases, no board appointments. Under award of bids, we have one bid to award in the amount of $327,000 to Miller & Miller for Thatch Road culvert replacement. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Samet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion with it?
What kind of time frame are we looking at starting on this, Mark?
I think once all the contracts and everything are executed, I think they've got 15 days from the notice to proceed. So, I mean, it'll take us some time to get the contracts executed to them and back. But, I mean, you're probably talking 2 or 3 months.
Say, what, November? Will it be about around November?
So, I mean, and
Just
that's
expect.
probably long, but I would say, well, they've got to order steel and everything, get it in. So, I mean, like I said, that's probably a long time, but I prefer it.
Well, the way things are going right now, you better count on December then. Okay, thank you.
All right.
That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Any more discussion with it? No more discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Under personnel action, not unless anybody has any objection, you'll just take them all up one motion? Anybody have objections?
Suits me.
All right. All right, we got 4 personnel actions here, so I'll go through all 4 of them, and then we'll take a motion to end. First on here will be to approve to hire Kelly Adams as a GIS specialist for the Revenue Commission. Second on here will be to approve to hire Nathan Kobe McNatt as a corrections officer pending a drug screening. Third on here will be to approve to hire Cheyenne Faith Legg as a corrections officer pending a drug screening. And the fourth one on here is to approve to hire Eddie Gilbert as a EMA director at the EMA. Does anybody, would I ask for a motion to approve all 4 hires?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black to have a second. Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion with anybody on the floor?
I have one, Eddie Gilbert. Of course, my dad was EMA director, and then Rita was EMA director, so Eddie will be the third EMA director over the last 50 years. So that's pretty good. I hope he does well, and it's near and dear to my heart, and I know he'll put forth a lot of effort. So, looking forward to him.
All righty. Any more discussion with anybody? And Eddie has been filling in. I want to thank you for filling in while we have been looking for taking applications. So, no more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no merit increase at this time. Engineer Mr. Massey at the engineer's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We went over in the work session the list of roads for the fiscal year 2022 county transportation plan. We're required to approve this in a public meeting and to post it to the public, but pursuant to the Rebuild Alabama Act. So I ask for your approval of that plan.
All right, I'll ask for a motion to approve for the Rebuild Alabama as Mark submitted. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion with anything on there? No discussion. I'll call for vote.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Go ahead, Mark.
We also have 3 subdivisions for your consideration this morning. High Cotton subdivision. This is a minor subdivision, so it's preliminary and final, creating 3 new lots in District 2 at the southwest corner of Capshaw Road and McCulley Mill Road. Lonnie Dale subdivision Phase 2. They'd like to replat lots 17 and 18. So this is a minor subdivision for preliminary and final, making 3 lots. In District 2, this is located at 23390 St. John Road. That's the closest address. And then Lonnie Dale subdivision Phase 4. This is a major subdivision, so it'll only be for preliminary today, creating 22 additional lots in District 2. The nearest intersection is Newby Road and St. John Road. That's all I have for your consideration today.
All right, I'll ask for a motion to approve the 3 subdivisions submitted by the engineer, Mr. Massey. Do I have such a motion?
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. To have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion with either one of the 3? No discussion. I'll call for vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Under other business, I'll ask for a motion to approve to transfer the 2 following items from inventory, which will be from District 2 to engineering, which is a 2015 Ford pickup, and from engineering to District 2 would be a 2006 Ford pickup. To have such a motion to transfer the 2 items.
I make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. To have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion with either one of them? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. This time, report of officers. Commissioner Sammet.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to mention, send out a thank you to Teresa Todd, who was competing for a conference here in the county for the in Tuscaloosa to get the conference here in the county for the tourism project, and she did a good job. She come in second, so I commend her for doing the job that she did for us. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Barksdale.
I've had several calls regarding the completion of Burr Green Road. My understanding is that the contractor will be completing it somewhere around September 7th. So appreciate your patience.
All right. Thank you, sir. Commissioner Black?
Yeah, we're continuing to bush hog. Thankfully, Ladon got caught up a little bit. We're using one of his tractors to catch up. Also, we're putting in a lot of driveway culverts, and then I wanted to put down that we would be getting the probably the paving crew somewhere around the last week of August, first week of September, somewhere to do some chip sealing. And we would chip seal Snake Road first. It's not going to be the permanent surface, but it's going to be what we put down like we did Shaw Road, and then come back and do the hot mix on top of that. So just want everybody to know that it will not be left with those gravel on it. I know it's a highly traveled road, and we'll be paving on top of that. So that's it.
Thank you, Commissioner Black. Commissioner Townsend?
Yeah, all I got is let everybody know Whitty Mill, the engineering department's out there working, and they're closing the road, I think, at 8 o'clock for the next couple of days. But they're going to reopen it, I think, before school gets out every day. Hopefully they keep the traffic flowing through there as best they can. So that's all I got.
All right, thank you. First of all, I want to thank everybody for attending today, and thank all the employees at the County Commission for the job they do. I know we've been through a lot here lately, but I want to thank them all. And another thing I want to talk about is, we got our census count back in. Limestone County, census-wise, has 103,570 people in it now. We had a growth rate of 25.1%. I mean, we're I believe, second behind Baldwin County. So that'll be working on our redistricting stuff. And like I said, I want to thank all 103,570 citizens of this county. And with all that said, we will adjourn until 9 a.m. on Tuesday, September the 7th.